Welcome. In the previous lesson, during our mini practice, we created these variables and reprinted them on the console. The name is Kofi, the age, and school, blah blah blah. But what you realize is that to print the message, we always use two print lane. The first one is a message and then followed by the actual variable that we print. And we did that for the rest of the variables. But what if you want to have all that on a single line, such as this? That's where Kotlin strings and string templates comes in. So in this lesson, we will learn how to create and combine tests in Kotlin. Let's get started. We learned that a string is just a text inside double quotes. For example, you can store names, messages, anything made of letters and symbols. It is one of the most used data types in your application. You can join strings using the plus symbol. Example, so I have the coach name here as Amma. So I can create a new variable and say greeting. And then in the string, I'll say hello, give a space, and then put the plus there, and then coach. And now when you print greeting, you get a message, hello, Amma. So it append the name of the coach to the text hello and then printed it as hello, Amma. But Kotlin gives us something better called string template. Instead of using the plus, Kotlin lets you insert values or variable directly into a string using the $sign. So let's rewrite this code here and print the message using the string template approach. I'll just use the print lane and then pass the message hello and then give a space. You bring the $sign and then the name of the variable, in this case coach. So when we print it, you see a second hello Amma below this one. Let's try it out. So there you have it. We have the first one, hello Amma, coming from this one, greeting. And then the second one, which is a one line that prints hello and then the variable. So what happened is that when you use the $sign before the variable, when you run the code, Kotlin will inject or insert the variable directly into this string over here. It will replace this with the message here. That's how it works. So that's not all. You can perform calculations right here or insert expression. So let's say your total is 20 and we want to add it to it and print for the customer. You can do something like this. Your total amount is, then you bring the $sign and then bring curly bracket. So a $sign and curly bracket. So this is where you perform the calculation or insert an expression. So I can bring it and say your total plus 5. And then when I run it, you see the message, your total amount is 25. This is clean and easy to read. So let's go over again. So we have two ways of injecting values or variables into your string directly. The first one is using the plus symbol to join the two tests. So you have your first test and then the second test. That one combine the test and you get the result hello Amma. And then secondly, you can use the string template. So the string template is just placing the $sign in front of the variable. You place the $sign right in front of your variable. Then your variable value will be injected right here. In case you want to perform calculation or insert expressions, you have to put the entire expression or calculation inside curly brackets. And remember to bring your $sign before the entire calculation. But hold on, what if you want to show the dollar symbol? In this case, we said the total amount is 25. We don't know whether it's cedis or dollar or naira. What if you want to show the currency in front of it? Which in this case, we are using the dollar symbol as a special character to inject variable. What if you want to show the currency that it is in dollars? So for that case, you use a backslash to escape it. To do that, you use print lane and then you can say your amount is. So now you bring the backslash and then the dollar symbol and then the amount. So let's say $20. So when you run it, now you have your amount is $20. That's not all. This case, we directly type the 20 inside the string. Let's say you want to inject this variable right here and also show the dollar symbol. How do you go about it? So I'll just copy this, paste it below. Now we want to inject this total. To inject the total, clear this text and then go ahead and bring your dollar symbol for the total and then inject your total right there. So what happened is that the backslash and the dollar sign handles showing the dollar sign, and then the second dollar tackles the total value. So let's run it. So the first amount is from the one we type, just 20, and the second one is coming from this total. So when I update it to 28, we'll have the total of 20 and then 28. So it's been injected. The dollar symbol is right in front of it. So it is the backslash that is keeping the dollar symbol, and this one is for injecting the variable. So one last thing, Kotlin also supports multi-line string using triple quotes. So to have a multiple lines of string, just like we have the comment spanning multiple lines, if you want a string that prints on a multiple line, you can use the triple quotes to surround the string. For example, I'll create a variable called rules. So for rules, we'll use triple quote 1, 2, 3. Now inside the triple quotes, I can write my rule. So rule number 1, be kind. Rule number 2, stay curious. Rule number 3, keep holding. And now when I print rule, you see that the structure will remain the same. It will appear the same way you created it in a string. Use this when your text is long or spans multiple lines, like messages, email, or formatting help text. Alright, so now let's try a mini practice. In the previous video, we created this mini project building our information. So instead of printing using multiple lines like this, combine it in a single print statement and be creative about it. So I'm giving you 15 seconds. So let's do it together. So I already have the variables declared here. We have the name, the age, and all that. I'll start with the message. Hi. So we'll inject it using the string template, student name. So hi, student name. I am so student age. I can also say, am I a student? A student. And then when you run it, there you have it. Hi, I'm Kofi, 24 years old. Am I a student? True. Okay, so let's quickly go over what we just learned. So you use string, that's a text in double quote to store text, and then you can join two texts using the plus symbol. And another way to do it is to use the dollar sign and inject that variable directly into the string. If it is expression, as in calculations and all that, you can put the whole calculation in curly bracket and then you put it right in front of the dollar symbol. Because text is made up of symbols and characters and you want to show the dollar symbol specifically, you put backslash before the dollar symbol and then your message or your value. So we also learned how to write strings on multiple lines by putting them in 3 quotes. See you in the next lesson where we learn about operators.